Hello, good morning, YouTube family. I wanted to come on and give a quick message, a teaching that I was led to share this morning. And this is going to be some really positive and encouraging words for fellow servants right now, those who are feeling led by sharing the information that they are receiving and giving it out to others, trying to bring the lost souls into this harvest that's getting ready to take place. So we're going to be reading in Matthew 24, verse 44, and this is one thing I recognize. The more and more familiar I get with the Bible, the Lord is always giving you the yins and the yangs, the blessings and the warnings, the promises and the warnings, this is what I ask you to do, and I'm going to bless you if you do it, and if you don't, these are the punishments you're going to see. And this has to do with his servants. So we're going to start off at verse 44, and I'm going to read the good first, and then we'll break it down. Start off in verse 44. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season? Blessed is that servant, who his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. Now this is Yeshua, Christ Jesus, speaking. So what he's saying is, be ready at all times, for we know not when the Lord returns. We know the season, but we know not the day or the hour. So always stay on watch. And I wanted to come on and give an encouraging message to those who I see just on fire for the Lord right now, sharing, doing multiple videos, multiple teachings. Keep up the good work. The Lord sees you for the things that you are trusted, the little things you're trusted with, you'll be given great rewards, and just keep it up. Now, here comes the warning, and these are things that I have seen take place over the last couple weeks, and it's amazing how the Lord always teaches me something and then shows it to me in the real world. So we left off verse 48. But, and if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunken, the Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder, and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. That's a grave warning. Now what happens is these servants who were doing the Lord's work, in their heart they've said the Lord has delayed his coming, and what they start doing is they start beating their servants. They're the ones they're teaching and giving messages to, and like other parts of the Bible, it's all curses from the Lord. Your heart starts doing wicked things, and the Lord will give your mind over to a strong delusion. He'll make you believe a lie. You'll start teaching that lie. And what I've noticed are these evil servants, what they're doing is they're being really wicked and standing on a soapbox and preaching down to people. They're not preaching in love, and they justify it by saying, I'm standing on the truth. I'm not going to compromise the truth. I'm gonna preach it, and all you who are coming against me are idolaters, and they're unrighteously judging people whose hearts they do not know. They're deceived. They're teaching things that shouldn't be taught. Moving to the left or the right of Yeshua, Christ Jesus, teaching outside the Ten Commandments, just teaching things that are outside of their purview, things they don't understand. And it's all because their heart isn't true. And it's something that you try helping them. You come to them and you explain it to them, and they can't see it. They don't understand it. And the Lord just said, one in particular, the Lord just instructed, stop communicating. Can you not see? And it's all the Lord's doing. And this is a warning. I'm not mentioning any names, but I trust the Lord will put this video in front of people who need to see it. It's a warning. If I don't send you the warning, your blood's on my hands. I'm telling you. You're preaching to believers, people who are coming to you for instruction with an open heart, and you are smiting them, you are hitting them, you are beating them, and you're excusing it by saying you're preaching the truth, and that all the people who are saying, hey, you're not preaching with love, they're saying, oh, you're used to this, hippie love, and they make excuses for beating their fellow servants. In no way, shape, or form should I be teaching to my fellow servants, believers, anything but love. If you're teaching out of anything but love to believers, you are missing the mark. And this warning is for you. It's not my words, it's the Lord's. It's right here. The warning is, you got to get back, you got to figure out what's going on and why the Lord is allowing you to believe things that aren't true. Pride. It talks about going back to to eat and drink with the drunken. Now that's not talking about going and eating and drinking with drunkards. It's being drunk with pride and ego, and I see it. They don't give glory to the Lord. They're standing on a soapbox. All they talk about is themselves. They don't give the glory to the Lord. And they're teaching something, and they're just being really hateful about it. I mean, and it's right here. I mean, the Lord teaches it and then shows it to me. So it's a message. You can receive it. You can reject it. I know this won't be a well-received video by some. That's okay. I'm not here to make friends. The ones who I see who are doing a good job, though, keep it up. But understand that if your heart goes astray and you start, there are great responsibilities that come with teaching for the Lord. And there will constantly be ways that you can fall off that path. So the warning is, don't allow it to happen to you. Always stay humble. Always stay grateful. Always give the glory to the Lord. If you are a new servant, try to stick to things that the 10 Commandments, and don't veer left or right. Always preach from your heart. If the Lord wants you to teach something, teach it. But be very careful when you go into things that aren't clear in the Bible. And that's another thing. The people teaching these things, they're adding and taking away from the Word. The things that they're teaching, they're not clear in the Bible whatsoever. And in fact, in my opinion, they're very clear to that they're teaching something that shouldn't be taught. And I'll leave it at that. So I do see the people who are new servants that are on fire, these fellow 11th hour harvest workers, and it brings my heart great joy to see people sharing and teaching. If the Lord's given you something, a gift, don't bury it in the backyard. And I'm not saying you have to start a YouTube channel, but share. That's what loving your neighbor as yourself is all about. So I hope this message is received by someone. It's a warning for some, and it's encouragement for others. I didn't come on here to give this message because it was a great way to start my day. But again, I have to give the message in obedience when I'm called to do it. I love each and every one of you. I hope you have a great Sunday. It's Sunday morning. I got to get out to work, so I love you all, and I'll be in touch soon. Keep your eyes on the sky. Things are all coming together. But that's another video for another day, so I'll be in touch. Love you all.